Hello, everyone. In this video, we want to talk about density and to see how to approach density questions. So first of all, we have to define what density is. So density is mass of something over its volume. So based on the volume that it's taken up, the mass in that volume is considered as density. So the unit for mass they use is in grams, and the unit in volume for volume they use is normally in milliliters and not liters. However, you might see cases of density being written as grams per liter, but normally you see density to be in grams per milliliter. So let's say you have a cube filled with water and then the same exact size of cube, but this time filled with air. So if you look at the volume of these two, you can see the volume is exactly the same. However, the mass of the water is generally heavier than the mass of air. If you imagine holding those two, you will see that the one containing the water is going to be heavier than the air. So in this case, since the volume is the same for both, but the mass is higher for water, we can conclude that the density of water is higher than the density of the air. So let's look at some examples here. So first example is it says, find density of an unknown compound if 1026 grams of it occupies a volume of 3.8 liters. So first thing is we have to put the unit for the formula for density, which is mass over volume. Then we can simply plug in the mass, which is 1026 grams. However, the volume has to be in milliliters. So we have to convert the 3.8 liters to 3,800 milliliters. And then by dividing the two, we can find the density. So it's 0.27 grams per milliliter. Let's take a look at another example. So here it says, find a volume of oil that corresponds to 12 kilograms of oil. And then the density of oil is given to us to be 1.52 grams per milliliter. So my suggestion over here is when you get two numbers in a question for unit conversion, it's best to start with the number that has only single unit on it. So what I mean is in this case, it's better to start off with 12 kilograms instead of using with the density that has two units in it. So we first start off with kilograms. However, we know that if I want to use the density at some point, I have to use the grams, not to have the grams, not kilograms. And therefore, first step for us is to convert kilograms to grams. So for every 1 kilogram, there's 1,000 grams. And this way, kilograms cancel out. And now, next step for me is to cancel grams. So gram has to be at the bottom, milliliters at the top. And then we can use the density over there. So we can say 1.52 grams is for every 1 milliliter. And this way, grams can cancel out. And so far, our answer is in milliliters. However, when they ask you to find the volume, it's best to find it in liters because that's the standard unit for volume. So next step is to convert milliliters to liters. So for every 1 liter, there's 1,000 milliliters. And so milliliters can cancel out. And our final answer is going to be in liters. And then let's take a look at another example. This time it's asking to find the mass of quartz, SiO2, having a density of 2.64 grams per milliliter and a volume of 4 liters. So again, as I said, it's best to start with the number that has only one unit in it. So start from 4 liters. However, we have to convert the liters to milliliters because our density is written in milliliters. So first step is to convert liters to milliliters. So for every 1 liter, there's 1,000 milliliters. Liters cancel out. And then next step is milliliters has to go at the bottom, grams has to be at the top. And then we know based on density that for every 2.64 grams, there is 1 milliliter. So this way milliliters can cancel out and we can get our final answer in grams. And that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be posting more. If you liked it, make sure to like it and subscribe for watching more videos. Have a good one. Thank you.